From the news desk at Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin, this is news around the world.
In the headlines, President Tinubu signs new minimum wage bill into law. President Tinubu orders NNPC to sell crude to Dangote refinery in Naira. National Assembly to hold emergency meeting on Wednesday. Court orders INEC not to release voter register to Kwara for local government election. And on the foreign scene, former South Africa President Zuma expelled from ANC party. In business news, NNC orders immediate reactivation of lines bad over SIM verification issues. In entertainment news, American pop star Lady Gaga confirms engagement to boyfriend Michael Polanski. And in the exciting world of sport, Nigerian female basketball team, the Tigers, turn Australia with first Olympic win 20 years. Good evening and many thanks for joining us for news across the world on Diamond 88.7 FM. Ilorin, I am Omonike Babatunde. You can listen to us via our website at www.diamondfm.net or watch us live on Facebook at Diamond 887 FM. You can also download our app and Play Store, Diamond 887 FM. We'll bring you details of the news after this break. Don't go away, please.
Drug abuse affects both brain and behavior. It has multifaceted impacts on one's body, mind, and nervous system. However, you can avoid being addicted by giving zero tolerance to the use of drugs. Associate yourself with the right persons. Do not give in to peer pressure and learn to handle life's pressure rather than resorting to hard substances. Remember, Diamond 88.7 FM cares for your sound spirit and good health.
This message is from Diamond 88.7 FM.
You're welcome back from that short break, and now the news in detail. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has signed the new minimum wage bill into law. He signed it at the State House in Abuja midway into the Federal Executive Council FEC meeting today after the National Assembly had passed the 70,000 naira per month minimum wage bill. A National Assembly delegation led by the President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, and some members of the House of Representatives were around to witness the groundbreaking event. Recall that the federal government and the organized labor reached an agreement of 70,000 naira as the new national minimum wage. Consequently, the President sent the bill to the National Assembly, which was passed swiftly last week. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has directed the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited to sell crude to Dangote refinery and other upcoming refineries in Naira. The special advisor to the President on Information and Publicity, Bayo Onanuga, made this known in a post via his official X handle. Omonike stated that the move, which is to ensure the stability of the pump price of refined fuel and the dollar-naira exchange rate, was adopted by the Federal Executive Council today. However, the FEC has approved that the 450,000 barrels meant for domestic consumption be offered in Naira to Nigerian refineries, using the Dangote refinery as a pilot. The Senate President Godswill Akpabio has called for an emergency meeting of the Senate. A circular signed by the clerk, Chinedu Akubueze, today stated that the meeting was of national importance. The internal circular did not give further details on the emergency meeting. The meeting will be held on Wednesday, just 1 day before the commencement of the nationwide planned protest against hunger and hardship. Similarly, the House of Representatives will on Wednesday hold an emergency plenary. According to a statement issued today by the spokesperson for the House of Representatives, Rotimi Akin, the plenary will focus on critical matters requiring immediate legislative action. It would be recalled that the National Assembly had commenced a 7-week recess and was expected to reconvene on September 17, 2024. President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, has appealed to protesters to exercise their right to protest peacefully without resorting to violence and destabilizing the country. Akpabio's message comes after the signing of the National Minimum Wage Bill into law, which sets the new minimum wage at 70,000 naira. Addressing protesters, Akpabio warned against allowing themselves to be misled by individuals with political agendas, particularly those who lost out in the 2023 election, emphasizing that the destruction of property would only lead to unnecessary rebuilding costs, diverting funds from development projects. The Senate President acknowledged the country's challenges, including years of insecurity, but expressed optimism in the current administration's effort to address them. He highlighted measures to ensure food availability and waivers on imports. Now to news in Kwara State. A federal high court in Abuja has restrained the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) from releasing the National Voter Register to the Kwara State Independent Electoral Commission (QUESEC) for the purpose of conducting the September 21 local government election in Kwara State. Justice Peter Lifo issued the restraining order today in Abuja while delivering a ruling in an ex parte application brought before him by the People's Democratic Party (PDP). The court also stopped QUESEC and the State Attorney General from receiving, accepting or using the National Voter Register or any part relating to Kwara State from the electoral body for the council's election in Kwara State. The ex-parte application was filed by the Senior Advocate of Nigeria (SAN), Kendi Ogunwumiju. In the ruling, Justice Lifo restrained the Inspector General of Police (IGP) and the State Security Service (SSS) from participating in or providing security protection for the conduct of local government election in Kwara, pending the hearing and determination of the motion on notice filed by PDP for interlocutory injunction. Now to Osun State. Some angry residents of Osun State today blocked the Okefia-Dele Yasir dual carriageway in Osogbo, the state capital, over MTN officials' alleged refusal to attend to them earlier following the barring of their mobile lines. Some of the displeased customers residing in the state who spoke to newsmen at the MTN Connect store, which serves as the head office of the organization in the state, located along the Okefia-Dele Yasir dual carriageway in Osogbo, said they came from different towns across the state when their lines were bad from the network. They, however, said despite the fact that some of them arrived at the premises as early as 1 a.m., the officials of the organization did not attend to their complaint early enough. Venting their anger, the resident blocked the road, forcing many road users on the road to make a detour. The news across the world is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM. Ilori will go on a break now, and when we return, we'll bring you foreign, business, entertainment, and sport news. Don't go away, please.
Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Diamond 887 FM. Diamond FM, shining supreme.
You're welcome back from that break. You're still listening to news across the world, reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM. Hey, Larry. Now we continue with the rest of the stories. Moving to the foreign scene. South Africa's former president Jacob Zuma has been expelled from the African National Congress, ANC, the party he once led after campaigning for a rival party in the 29 May general election. The ANC's disciplinary committee found Mr. Zuma guilty of prejudicing the integrity of the party by joining Umkhonto weSizwe MK and has given him 3 weeks to appeal against its ruling. Mr. Zuma, 82, was an ANC veteran but fell out with the party after he was forced to quit as president in 2018 over corruption scandals. He has always denied any wrongdoing. He had been suspended by the ANC in January after creating AMK, which now sits in opposition to the ANC-led government in parliament. Still on the foreign scene, a person has died and some 200,000 households have been left without electricity in Lithuania and neighboring Latvia as strong storm winds and heavy rain pounded the Baltic nations overnight. A 50-year-old woman was killed in the Lithuania capital, Vilnius, by a falling tree today. Fire and rescue officials in both countries have received hundreds of emergency calls for falling trees, damaged cars, and flooded roads and fields. In Lithuania, authorities warn people to travel only in urgent situations as the storm was bringing more severe winds and catastrophic level of rain into most regions in the country of 2.8 million people. Weather experts says prevailing strong winds in Latvia are set to continue to raise water levels along the coast of the Gulf of Riga, and the Daugava River, which runs through the capital Riga, may flood. That's it from the foreign scene. Up next is our business news.
Diamond FM Business News.
In our business update today, the Nigerian Communication Commission (NCC) has ordered telecommunication operators to immediately reconnect all phone lines that were blocked during the NIN SIM verification exercise. The NCC gave the directive in a statement signed today by the Director of Media and Public Affairs, Ruben Moka. Recall, aggrieved subscribers had besieged MTN offices across the country on July 29 to express their frustration and disappointment over the telecom company's blocking of phone numbers. MTN had barred the telephone lines of several users yesterday, allegedly for failing to link their national identification number NIN with their mobile phone numbers. The directive of the Nigerian Communications Commission to disconnect subscriber identity model numbers telephone lines not linked to the national identification numbers, which was scheduled to take effect on July 31, 2024. That ends our business update, and up next is our entertainment news.
Diamond FM Entertainment News.
In our entertainment update, American pop star Lady Gaga has confirmed her engagement to the French boyfriend Michael Polanski. The 38-year-old singer revealed she's engaged to the 46-year-old Frenchman during a conversation with the French Prime Minister Gabriel Attal at the Paris Olympic over the weekend. In a TikTok post, Attal shared a short clip of the singer introducing herself and her partner. The couple first sparked dating rumors after they were spotted together at a New Year's Eve party in Las Vegas in 2019. They went on to confirm their relationship a few months later on Instagram. While performing at the opening ceremony of the Paris Olympic Games, Gaga stated that although she isn't French, she has always felt a very special connection with French people and singing French music. That ends our entertainment news, and up next is our sport news.
Diamond FM Sports News.
From the exciting world of sport today, Nigerian female basketball team, the Tigers, recorded a stunning 75-62 victory against world number 3 Australia in their opening fixture in the women's basketball event at the 2024 Olympic Games. It was the Tigers' first win at the Olympics in 20 years. Ezene Kalu was Nigerian's top performer in the encounter with 19 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists and 3 steals. Rena Wakame's side trailed by 8 points in the first quarter of the keenly contested game. The Nigerians, however, rallied and led 41-28 at halftime. Australia fought back and reduced the gap to just 4 points by the end of the third quarter. The Tigers stood up to the challenge and claimed a famous 75-62 victory at the end of the day. Still from the exciting world of sport, Kennedy Boboye has signed a one-year contract extension as head coach of Nigerian Premier Football League outfit Sunshine Stars. Boboye rejoined the Owena Waves for a second stint in the second half of last season following the sacking of Olumide Agoye. The former Nigerian international helped the Sunshine Star secure their top-flight status. The Akure club also made it to the quarterfinals of the President Federation Cup. Bobola Akinfolari will work as the first assistant coach, while Benga Okwana was chosen as second assistant coach. The duo of John Gade and Kayode Emmanuel also retained their position as a goalkeeper trainer and physical trainer, respectively. And that ends our sport update. With that, we've come to the end of news across the world. But before we go, here's the major highlight. President Tinubu signs minimum wage bill into law. President Tinubu orders NNPC to sell crude to Dangote refinery in Naira. National Assembly to hold emergency meeting on Wednesday. Court orders INEC not to release voter register to Kwara for LG elections. On the foreign scene, former South African President Zuma expelled from the ANC party. In business news, NNCC orders immediate reactivation of lines bad over NIN SIM verification issues. In entertainment news, American pop star Lady Gaga confirms engagement to boyfriend Michael Polanski. And in the exciting world of sport, Nigerian female basketball team, the Tigers, turn Australia with first Olympic win after 20 years. And for today in history, did you know that on this day in 1966, Nigeria's second military coup ousted the military government of Major General Aguiyi Ironsi? Now you know. For news coverage or information about happenings around you, kindly contact Diamond FM newsroom number on 091 6062 7526. One more time, 091 60627526. The news across the world was edited by Abiodun Akinwumi, and my name is Omonike Babatunde. Good evening and thank you for listening to your Chinese Supreme Station. Please stand by for the news in Yoruba language.
For up-to-date news reported across the globe, be rest assured you're on the right radio dial. Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin, your shining supreme station.
88.7. I'm feeling vibes on